Good morning, my people. You're welcome to today's political broadcast. Today is the 29th of October, 2025, and we are still discussing Nigerian politics. Now, the plan to remove Tinubu has taken another dimension. I repeat, the coup plot to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has taken another dimension. A high-profile individual has fled the country because the military officers that were arrested linked him to the coup plot to remove Tinubu and topple his government. Look at this report. Former Petroleum Minister Timipre Sylva has reportedly fled Nigeria to Senegal, allegedly en route to Argentina, after being linked to a military coup plot aimed at toppling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government. According to insiders, Sylva escaped through the creeks immediately after learning that the coup plan has leaked. Report says that he owns several businesses in Senegal and Argentina and had allegedly been lobbying to become Nigeria's ambassador to Argentina before the scandal broke. Sources close to the investigation revealed that the first arrested military officer in connection with the plot allegedly named Sylva as the arrowhead and financier of the operation. It was also disclosed that 46 billion naira was traced to an account reportedly linked to him. His Abuja residence was raided by officials of the Defense Intelligence Agency, leading to the arrest of his brother, Paga Sylva. Earlier, his Bayelsa home was also raided, where officials allegedly found incriminating documents and cash in foreign currencies. Sylva is said to have provided financial backing for the alleged coup attempt. Why Sylva? Why a former governor of Bayelsa State, a former petroleum minister under Buhari, an APC member? Why would an APC member want to remove an APC president? These are the questions we are asking. So this revelation, the man fled, according to reports, the man fled Nigeria through the creeks. He's moving to Argentina. From Nigeria, he's going to Senegal. From Senegal, he's moving to Argentina. Now, he has been lobbying to become an ambassador to Argentina, where he has interest. His businesses, they are in Argentina. So if he becomes an ambassador, he can protect his interests in Argentina. Maybe because it failed, that is why he may have planned to topple Tinubu's government. There's nothing that is not possible. When Sahara reporters reported that there's a coup against Tinubu, some people denied that it is a lie. After so many days, it now came out to be that it is true. So reports about a coup to remove Tinubu, it is not fake news. These are true stories. Now, when we look at the composition of the coup plotters, so far, 39 soldiers have been apprehended, arrested. Yes, 39 soldiers have been arrested. If we are looking at Sahara reporters, look at what Sahara reporters said. Sahara reporters said that these soldiers were drafted from the Army, Navy, and Air Force. Army, Navy, and Air Force. They had meetings until the intelligence leaked. When the intelligence leaked, they arrested them and they put them in an undisclosed area for many weeks. As they interrogated them, they started mentioning names, and this name popped up. Now, if the report had not leaked, you see, that is why the DSS, the intelligence officers, don't want some of this information to leak out to the public. It will help those that are responsible, those that are connected, to flee. So when Timipre Sylva, according to reports, heard about that the coup plot has leaked, he ran out of the country and is nowhere to be found. As we speak, Timipre Sylva has not responded to these reports. He has not said anything. Yes, he has not said anything. That means it is real that Tinubu, many elements are against Tinubu and want him out by all means. The question again is that Why is it somebody from the south? Why is it an APC chieftain that was a president on a petroleum minister under former President Buhari? Let's look at this. When Tinubu got into power, CPC part of the government had issues with him. You know that major stakeholders of the APC, we have the ACN, the Tinubu camp, and the CPC, the Buhari camp. Buhari as president, he became president and he favored his CPC. He selected some people from the ACN, and most of the people he selected from the ACN are against Tinubu today. Some of the people, some of them were chosen to spite Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So there was a silent political war going on in the APC under Buhari's regime. Now Tinubu entered, and Tinubu consolidated the ACN part of the APC by giving his boys appointment left, right, center. Now the CPC, they became very, very angry, especially their henchman, who is El-Rufai. He was not given any position, and he became very angry. Now, if you look at the opposition today in Nigeria, the CPC are a major part of the opposition against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You see, this particular coup plot, most of these CPC guys are not saying anything. We have not heard anything from El-Rufai and some other elements in the CPC. Nobody's talking about it. We have not heard anything. That means this is a plot organized to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Initially, the Nigerian army denied that they didn't say anything about, like, there was no coup plot. We just arrested some soldiers. They denied it, like there was no coup plot. But after the reshuffling, after the appointment and retiring of army chiefs, it now came clear that there was actually a coup. It looked like a coup to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I know why the Nigerian army did not want to disclose or say anything, because of this particular. If the information had been secret, if the intelligence has been secret and they have not blown it out to the public, they will have arrested some of these officials unknown to them. Yes. If you look at the report, said, having known that the coup plan had leaked, he flew the country. No, he escaped the country through the creeks. Man, looking at Nigeria today, I said before that it may be very, very impossible to remove a president with a military coup, because the complication of the Nigerian military structure would make it that difficult. Look at all the army chiefs replaced by Tinubu. You see that 2 of them were just left. The director of intelligence remained in his position. If they left the director of intelligence, you know that there's a reason why they left the young man. And the chief of army staff was brought to chief of defense staff. I think Ude Ndiaye is from Cross River State, director of intelligence. He may be the person that leaked the intelligence to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Then we have a Yoruba man, Oloyede, who is the former chief of army staff. He's now the chief of defense staff. Very critical. This Yoruba man needs to be there, and the person that helped him, he leaked whatever it is. So the coup plotters were drawn from the army, the navy, and air force. It's very unfortunate that at this point in time, we're having the APC fight the APC. I told you that the cracks within the APC, the disagreement between the APC is unprecedented. You look at the APC, you think that there's unity. My brother, most of these guys that are fighting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are still very much in the APC. They would not want to leave the APC so that they can really deal with him a very heavy blow. But it seems somehow this young man, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is lucky. He's lucky. If not, this guy should have succeeded. In the morning, we just hear that Tinubu has been arrested. Royal Brigade don't arrest Tinubu. But Tinubu, understanding loyalty as a politician, I've come to understand, as a politician, you need to reward loyalty first before competence. In a complicated system like Nigeria, I repeat my statement, reward loyalty ahead of competence. In a system such as Nigeria, in a normal system, you need to award competence. Competence ahead of, and look out for loyalty in a normal system. But in a bastardized system like Nigeria as it is, you need to award loyalty ahead of competence. Why? Because so many people will sabotage. See, in this country, we have different interests, different ideologies. If Tinubu were to be Jonathan, my brother, Tinubu no go last year. You know, go last year. If Tinubu were to be a Peter Obi and Peter Obi were to be president, Peter Obi go dead here. They go remove. He no go know what they happen. They will just clear them. With the complicated Nigerian system, you are putting somebody who is not a tribesman. See, let us tell ourselves the truth. In Nigeria today, you are safer within. When it comes to the federal level, you are safer with your tribesman, because there's no unity in Nigeria. I'm repeating it again. There is no unity. Don't tell yourself lies and go there and you lie to yourself. You do the wrong things, and the wrong thing you have been lying. You are lying to yourself. If backfire on you, you are not crying. As a president, you're not gonna put your chief of defense staff in Northerner. You're a southern president. You put a Northerner and a Fulani. Your chief of army staff, you put somebody who's not loyal to you because of competence and capability and whatever it is. Then when they plan a coup against you and remove you, you start crying. Like Jonathan was crying. Obama did this, Obama did that. Why can't Jonathan man up, stand up as a man and defend his mandate? Is he not a president? Is he not a man? So in Nigeria today, if you don't understand how to play politics, my brother, these people will carry you go. They will carry you. Now, all the people from the CPC, most of them, 80% of them are against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Some of them are still in the APC. So what is the future of APC as a party? If we are linking this particular Sylva is said to have provided financial backing for the alleged coup attempt. If an APC chieftain is linked to a reported coup to remove an APC president, what is the future of the APC in the coming years? What is the future of the APC? So as it stands today, I advise you as a politician, as it stands today, as a politician, don't put all your eggs in the APC. If you're in the APC, don't put all your basket in the APC. Because the APC, like I told you, APC will not last. APC is there just because of Tinubu. Look at Lagos State today. Look at what the Ronu are saying about APC Lagos. That they need to look for a political party. They need to support a conservative, because APC structure, APC in Lagos does not represent the people. So APC has a lot of cracks. The kind of politics Tinubu is playing would not allow the APC last. That is reality. So as a politician, you need to have a plan B. Look at Tinubu. Tinubu was trying to, Tinubu told himself that if I lose this presidential primary, the APC presidential primary, because he knew that some people never wanted him to emerge successful. The likes of the CPC faction fought against him. The Amechi, let me not call the names. Let me call Amechi, because now South people, they use their head. Whenever there's something going on in Nigeria, they use either Igbo man or South. Look at Ogboru, great. Anything disaster, they will use their name. So the CPC never wanted Tinubu to emerge as the candidate of the APC before the 2023 presidential elections. He knew. They have been fighting him for a very long time. They wanted this Senate president to become whatever it is. Even Amechi became second. So we know that APC, the crack within the APC. Oh my God. The crack within APC, what the ADC is planning. But I know that as it stands, as we speak today, I now understand why they had to cancel the Independence Day parade. I understand. You see, most things are kept secret. And if these secret things are being leaked, the government will say it is unconfirmed. But they are true. They are true. They say that there's no whatever. What are we having now? Why did they promote 109 military officers? Why did they remove the army chiefs? Is this just for fun? The only time they reshuffled the army chief was when Lagbaja died. They had to do reshuffle. But just without any other reason, why did they reshuffle? So the reality is that the APC, Tinubu is in trouble with the party. I don't know whether his legacy is going to go beyond. All Tinubu needs to do is to restructure the country. Shekina, there's nothing more, nothing less. Restructure the country. Whether heaven wants to fall, unite Southern Nigeria. Unite everybody in Southern Nigeria. We have a common goal. All these bigotry, Igbo, it is not going to help anybody. Because at the end of the day, we are all, see, the way Oyibo look at all of us, he look at us as African blacks. They don't care whether you are, now we get culture pass, now we get mind pass. Yeah, this one or this. They'll just lump all of you together, put them inside dustbin. That is the reality. Tinubu needs to unite Southern Nigeria because Southern Nigeria is the key to restructuring. Unity in Southern Nigeria. In Tinubu's 8 years, Southerners are going to be more prominent than Northerners. And don't expect that with the arrest from 16, the arrest has gone into 39 officers. Don't expect that with the restructuring that Tinubu is doing to the Nigerian army, don't expect that the North will not still come back again to attempt another coup. Don't expect that. Because most of these Northern people, the Northerners, the Fulani or whatever, Fulani conquered Northern Nigeria. Most of them, they rely on political power to succeed. They can never do without political power. If you take political power away from Northern Nigeria, it's like you have taken life from them. So they will still struggle to survive. They cannot bear Tinubu's 8 years. Northern Nigeria cannot be able to survive Tinubu's 8 years because Tinubu, one thing I like about him is that he's a man that if he says he's going to do something, it is till death. One thing I like about him, Tinubu is not Obasanjo. I repeat, you can't compare to Obasanjo and Tinubu, but looking at it politically, Tinubu passed Obasanjo politically. I'm yet to see a politician in their own time that have been able to beat Tinubu at politics. Politics. I'm yet to see a politician, a Yoruba politician, a Southern politician. Tinubu is not Jonathan. Tinubu is not Peter Obi. I'm saying it. You see, the forces that are in Nigeria, you think that it is ordinary eye they use to fight them. You think, say, now ordinary eye that they use to fight the forces that are in Nigeria. No. Some of these guys, that is why when we talk about restructuring Nigeria, it's not my brother must be there. Anybody that is there that can do the restructuring, it is not until he's an Igbo person or Obi did not win election. I'm angry. He did not win election. No. Even though the person I don't like, if he becomes the president and he has the capacity to restructure Nigeria, my brother, that is the most important thing now. Yes, because I've noticed that we cannot fulfill destiny under this current structure. You cannot fulfill destiny. Our traditional institutions are bastardized. Religious institutions are sabotaging our collective effort to push for development. I said this thing about insecurity. Whenever there's insecurity, our traditional institutions become useless. Our religious institutions become useless. They cannot stand for the people. You see kings with their regalia, with their staff and everything, with their juju, the king is powerful. The king is royal majesty. They will hail him, hail him, hail him. When ordinary bandits enter the community, both king and everybody go run away. Where is the royalty? Where is the prestige? Where is the power of the traditional institutions? The churches that pray, the mosques that pray, when they pray, you see, you go hear Christian genocide. Muslim mosques have been attacked. Muslims are being killed. Where is the prestige? Where is the potency of our institutions? So when Nigeria is destroying our institutions, they become helpless. Why would I pay homage to an Oba or an Eze or a king when you cannot, you as a king of the kingdom cannot protect your people? You yourself, you are in danger. What morality do you have to lord over me when you yourself cannot protect yourself? What is the essence of a king? A king has a kingdom. One of the responsibilities of a king is if you have the ability to defend your kingdom. But under today's Nigerian structure, this structure, the kings cannot do anything. So if you are supporting a one Nigeria, you will destroy your culture. You will destroy. Look at US and China. They don't settle their matter, because what is important to them is that they must remain at the top, and Africa be used as slaves. The fight between US and China is giving Africa leverage. Our economy is building because the dollar is going down. Trump had to go and meet China, and they reconcile, because the battle is not even there. The battle is to make sure that we remain where we are. No be Yoruba. They didn't select anybody. Africans. So far you are staying on that resources. They don't like it. That your land, they don't like it. So whatever they can do to hypnotize you, to socially engineer you, to manipulate you, to the extent that your land will not be useful to you, but to them. Whether you are Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo, they don't care. That's what they want to do. So this coup plotting, the Fulani, God will help the Fulani. God will help the Fulani. No, people think that Tinubu I know it's going to be tough, but I know that the end of APC is when Tinubu is no more active. The end of APC is when Tinubu is no more active. So if you're a politician and you're putting all your eggs in one basket in the APC, just know that you have no future. And APC is like APC has a black book. They are named for black book. If APC dissolves today, it's just like you're an ex-armed robber or ex-convict. Now, so APC be for people I. So a politician that was in APC today, it has a stigma on them. This is the reality. That is why Tinubu by all means has to do whatever it is. Do whatever it is to restructure this country. If he doesn't do so, I pity for the Southwesterners. I pity for Southerners. Because normally politicians would align against the Southwest. With all this thing happening. So, more investigations are going on. More arrests will be going on. Silently. Whoever that is leaking this, first reported by Sahara reporters. I was just waiting to look at which other. So, reportedly, what is happening is reportedly, Sahara reporters has put it out that this man has been linked to financing a coup plot that wanted to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Shetima, and his cabinet. May God help Nigerians.